Hello and welcome to Red Flags, the podcast where we don't tell because we judge. Today we're talking about the menu. Yeah, I'm ignoring your fucking clap.
You're supposed to stop talking when I clap.
Nope, not doing it.
Have you
Today
seen
we're
the
talking
movie?
about 2022's The Menu. And we're just we're going to steamroll right over Al. 2022's The Menu.
That whole thing, Dave planned it.
He didn't.
Yeah, he said he stopped the movie and he said when Obi starts talking during the podcast, you have to clap and then we'll stop.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say
You
he'd
gotta
stop. I
pre-plan
just
that
said that
with
would be
me.
funny if like the minute he
I
starts
tried to do
topping,
it.
you just go.
I tried to do it. I tried twice. He's just like, I hear you, but I don't care. You're like that little girl who was like,
Just start criticizing his intro, just clap and like quite frankly, it bored me.
make a cheeseburger.
Hey, I loved the ending of this movie where the cheeseburgers.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I loved it too.
Like, I didn't mind that part, but the very, very end, I was like, fuck.
I got a huge kick out of the very end. That was the funniest part.
Hell yeah,
What?
dog.
When
Me
you-
too.
He turned them into s'mores.
No, I meant like the
Little
boat stopping.
chocolate
and then-
hats.
Oh yeah, where
that
she
was it.
takes like the bite of the burger, she's just watching.
As we're at the end of this movie
That's
already,
exactly what I would do.
my question is,
We're already at the end.
were they tied to the fucking chairs?
No,
Then why the fuck did they just sit there?
because they seen.
They're kind of locked in the building.
Yeah, they seen one dude basically get the shit kicked out of him.
They saw
Finger
one.
cut off.
We're
You guys,
we're getting way ahead of ourselves, but there is a point where they kind of like call it out too when he when
when the
she
chef
gets on
says
the
it.
radio and he's just like, just think, like, why didn't any of you try harder to just get the fuck out?
Yeah,
Right?
and so like you'd think at the very
Because they're
end,
rich pricks. Because
that
they
they
don't
would-
do anything for themselves. Everybody does shit for them.
That's probably why.
He alludes to that basically. That yeah. That's why he chose every one of those.
well, he didn't choose all of them.
Yeah. he did,
Should we
except
should we
for
go to
Anya.
ratings before we get too far into breaking this apart?
Yeah, let's rate this movie. Opie, what do you got?
I gave it a solid 8.5.
Oh, that's a good rating for Mopey.
That's
Well-
the same rating he gave the last movie.
No, he gave it a 9.
Do you
Yeah,
do you write
I
down
gave
when
it a
we do
9.
our first ones and then, or do you just like change it?
Change it.
Well, he went up.
Whatever, bro. Fuck off. What's your rating?
Why are you so cranky?
You're making him lose his
What's-
spoons.
Yeah, what's your rating?
My rating? I give it an 8.5.
Good. You little bitch.
Why are you so fucking testy?
Cuz. You know why.
Because you don't have enough spoons?
Never mind. Anyway. What's Donnie got?
I love this movie, so I'm giving it a 10.
Nice.
Really?
No, I'll give it a
Wow.
9.9. I'm sure there's something that you guys will rip apart, but I'm doing that so I can go back up to 10.
Uh-huh.
That's fair.
Yep.
I don't know how much ripping I'm going to do on this one. Yeah, I don't
The
know.
ripping and the tearing.
So that leaves Dave.
Yeah, Dave, what you got? What you got?
I'm going to start at an 8.5.
All right.
I really enjoy it.
All right.
But watching it again today, it still was good. But I can't give it a
We-
full 9, I don't think.
Okay.
But-
We all gave
there's quite a
Santa
few-
Sleigh 8.5s as well.
Yeah.
So if it
That
weren't
was a
for
good
Donnie.
This is better than Santa's sleigh. Come on.
I don't know. I got a kick out of that one,
on.
too.
That
That
one
one
would
was
have just
entertaining.
been timing. But, you know, this one was legit just a good fucking movie.
Yeah.
Was it what you like going into it? Was it anything like what you thought it was gonna be?
Yeah.
Was
I've
it?
seen it already.
Okay.
But I mean, like the first time you watched it, because like
No.
this is a movie I passed by on streaming things like so many times before I was finally like, all right, fuck it, let's watch it. And I don't know what I thought it was gonna be, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
I thought it was going to be more cannibalism.
Really?
Yeah, I thought they were going to like eat rich people or feed them themselves or something.
That makes
you know,
sense.
but
Been cool.
that didn't happen. But
Yeah, I think I thought like there was going to be more scenery aside from the restaurant. Like I was thinking it was a whole island situation and a weird survival thing, but I was kind of surprised that it was all just like there.
In the one room.
Yeah. Like it was pretty it was more tame, less action than I thought it was going to be.
How do you get that many people to just be professional chefs and want to die?
That's something I keep going back to with this. I'm
Yeah.
like, how I want to know how he
I-
convinced them.
well, it's a
Heaven's
death cult.
Gate.
Yeah, it's a death cult.
Oh yeah.
No, okay, that's different because
No, not
No,
really.
it's just a form of a death
They're
cult.
just all he's doing is convincing them that they need to be there.
the
The same concept.
the question I had wasn't how do you get so many people that want to die? The question was how do you get so many professional chefs together that want to die?
I think they're
Well,
probably
they didn't all want to die at
aspiring-
first. That restaurant's been going for a long time.
Yeah, and they're aspiring to work with like the greatest chef or whatever, and he just turns out to be a death cult guy.
Who was the
Oh
main
yeah.
guy? Not
What?
not the chef, but like the guy who brought the hooker.
Nicholas Holt.
Nicholas Holt. What else has he been in?
Yeah.
Because he looks so familiar.
He was in Nosferatu.
Yep.
He was a Beast
Yep,
in X-Men.
in the newer X-Men's.
He's been in a lot of shit
Okay, so
lately.
we just talked about him last week, and I was like,
That's kind of what linked us to
they
doing
look
this.
completely fucking different. Like he looks completely different in this than he did in Nosferatu.
He's an annoying fuck in this movie.
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch him in the face back then. I do have a question because I don't remember this. But so the chef invites him back and then he makes his shitty food. And then does he just get to leave?
No, he dies.
No, he hangs himself.
He hung himself.
Yeah.
And they dangled him and put him outside the water?
No,
Yeah.
that was a different
that
guy. This one,
Yeah,
it was just a short shot where they're like he told the girl to go get the barrel,
Yep.
Mark,
and then she walks by the door and looks in and sees him hanging there,
Yep.
and then she just runs off to go get the barrel.
So
The
did he-
mystery though is that the chef leans over and whispers something to him that is when he goes and kills himself.
Yeah.
So he does kill himself?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm sure the chef
Yeah.
was like, "You should fucking
So-
kill yourself."
he knew
Yeah.
the whole time that
Everybody was
everyone's
gonna
going to
die.
die.
That's
Mhm.
right, because that's the thing at the end
Yep.
where she socks him. Or whatever.
Yeah, she punches him right in the noodle.
What a fucking turd. What a turd of a human being.
Yeah. I was like, fuck that guy. But he like he was primarily there because of his like obsession. I think the chef's like, you ruined the art in that job.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, very annoying character.
Wait,
They
how
also
did he
like one of the
ruin
things they show is when he wants to go in the kitchen when they first get there and the one chef knows his name and he's just like, oh, and then immediately talks about the chef and Margot's just like, yeah, I can't help but notice you didn't ask for his name.
Yeah.
And you're just like, okay, he's a douche.
Yeah. I thought he was doing really good up until she got invited back to the kitchen. And then he was like
Oh, yeah.
pissed. He was like, oh, you fucking can't. You smoke. You can't even taste this shit.
Yeah.
You know? And then you're like rooting for him to die.
Yeah,
you notice,
I
like-
was waiting for it.
As soon as like shit starts popping off, he has like zero fucking reaction. Where everyone else
Just
was like,
eating.
"Oh shit, what the fuck?" He was just like, "Num num 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 num."
You
Yeah.
mean the mess?
Yeah, that was part of it.
The mess, Tyler's bullshit.
Tyler's
Yeah,
bullshit.
I liked that one. Tyler's bullshit.
There is some of the like imagery. No, not imagery. So, like the shit about the menu itself. The first thing they're served on the boat is essentially pond scum. So it's like the chef's calling them pond scum.
Huh.
And there's the part where he's trying to say like bread is for the common man, but you're not the common man, so we're giving you no food.
Yeah,
So he's just disrespecting them the entire fucking time.
what was the fucking
That's
stuff
pretty
they were
much every
eating?
dish. That's
What
what,
was that the little piles of shit? What was that?
Huh?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
When they were like,
It's a
no
bread
bread.
plate.
Yeah, but what was on the fucking plate? What was that?
It was
emulsion.
different, like
Stuff you dip your bread in.
emulsions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
essentially like dipping sauce
Yeah,
is
'cause we-
what I would compare it to.
'Cause condiments, Al.
Ew.
Bread condiments.
Yes.
The funny thing is I used to just eat that.
There's some rich guy listening to this that eats that kind of shit that's going, it is not condiments.
Yeah, yeah. Actually,
Pounding
it's the
his
one
fist
guy
on
in
his
Norway.
computer.
So why did that dumb fuck want to die?
To be part
He-
of the menu.
I still
He
don't
was- he was
understand the reason for this.
He was
fucking
obsessed
menu.
with the art.
Yeah, he was obsessed with the chef and the art.
And his girlfriend just broke up with him. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, he was supposed to bring her there to die.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was gonna kill her.
yeah, that's true. What a turd of a human being.
Instead, he pays for
Mhm.
Margot. He rents Margot and then brings her there.
Nicholas Holt.
Who is a prostitute that slept with the old guy.
Yeah, I was
That's
wondering.
one of her
like,
clients.
they kind of threw that in there for no reason.
You know, they never really said that she slept with the guys.
That's true. Maybe
only
he just
thing
wanted
that
to lay there and
happened-
talk.
Was she was supposed to sit there and say that she was
That's right.
the kid's daughter and that she's been gone for a long time while he sat there and masturbated.
Yeah, that's weird. That's
And then
not.
they
That's,
had
that's
to say
not
they
better.
loved each other or something.
That's not better.
That's the only sexual thing that they actually reference, to her.
That's not better.
So she could be just what is that called?
They talk about the counter, but they never actually do the counter,
What?
if you know what I'm saying. You know. You
All
know.
right.
Counter.
He's using more psychological.
Coded language. This one. No, not that one. Where's the other? Isn't there a
Oh, the
counter?
counter for SA.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no actual sexual assault in this one.
There was.
Not really.
They were all raped of their lives.
Shut the fuck up.
But not
Oh, fuck,
sexually.
in that case.
Good Lord. Anyway.
Okay, so
Have-
first of all,
what?
I wanted to say this. Started the movie. I'm like, okay, that guy's familiar. Cool. And then I was like, is that fucking John Leguizamo? Like, anytime I see John Leguizamo, he's always my favorite. And then by the end of the movie, I was like, he's not my favorite.
Nope.
He wasn't too bad,
It was
though.
so funny though that he was just like a shitty actor, and like he's just like, why am I here? And the chef's like, I had one day off, and your shitty ass movie ruined it. And then his
Calling
fucking
Dr.
assistant that's like,
Sunshine.
Yeah.
yeah, why am I dying? Did you go to what is it? Did you go to college? Yeah, Brown. Scholarship or student aid? Like scholarship. You're dying tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one didn't make sense either.
It's just killing rich people.
Because she,
Entitled
because
people.
she wouldn't have been like an entitled person then.
It's
Yeah.
like
Because she
what
didn't
was
have student loans. That's what it was. Yeah.
a laborer.
Yeah.
What was the girl?
That's
She-
why Aaron got to go.
Yeah. What did he call her?
Oh.
I mean, he said lots of things like shit
Yeah.
shoveler and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It was like you serve.
Yeah, you've been in the service industry. That's what he
You either
said.
give or you take. Yeah, service industries. Yeah.
Yeah. Has anybody here ever eaten at a restaurant with like 4 courses and
No.
no?
No.
What do I look
Not
like
a
to you?
restaurant.
Yeah.
What?
I said not an actual like restaurant. It was, I mean, I guess kind of. It was on a cruise ship.
Oh,
They do like the captain's dinner. You actually legitimately have to wear a suit and shit like that.
well then, fucking yeah, you were.
Yeah, it was
You got a
cool.
fancy
It was
meal.
weird looking food, like kind of cool how they actually designed some of the crap, like the fruit tray thing. I mean, it like that would take me hours to be able to place it on the plate like that.
Yeah, I will say the
So it was
melon
cool.
balls in this movie were like, wow, yeah, I wanted those. You remember them? They were like
Yeah.
green and orange. They were
Yep. And then they put the weird thing on there, and they're like, "Why is there so obsessed with snow?"
Yeah, the Paco jet.
I wonder if some of that stuff that's all has to be real, right?
Yeah. Actually, if you look on there, it was actually explaining that they actually had professional chefs train and watch over. So everything they're doing is something a professional chef actually does.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
They looked real as fuck.
So the chef,
Because it was. I mean, they're not all chefs, but they were trained by chefs to act exactly like that and to do that routine.
who plays the chef in this one, the main head chef. Opie, you have it up there.
Fucking Ralph Fiennes. Fucking
Was it
fucking no. You know his fucking name.
Ray Fiennes?
Ray Fiennes, yeah.
Okay, what? Okay,
Ralph Fiennes.
okay. You've seen him before, I'm sure. Name a movie.
Harry Potter.
Okay, who is he? in
Voldemort.
No, you can't say his fucking name.
Voldemort.
Can't say his
No,
name.
Don't say it.
It didn't feel good.
But yeah, he was also in Schindler's List.
Oh my.
He was a Nazi in Schindler's List.
Oh, was he? I haven't seen that in a long time. The last time I seen Schindler's List, I was on a bus going to DC
That's random.
many
Why?
years ago
Must have been a high school thing.
after high school.
What?
Huh.
It was shortly after high school, and I don't remember exactly. It was a thing with like a youth group type deal, and I don't remember
okay.
exactly what all. But yeah, we went to DC and we went all around there. We watched that one, Schindler's List. What is the? Oh my God! What the fuck is that movie called? It's absolutely the worst movie you ever wanted to watch if you're trying to fall asleep.
What? I'm fuck.
Fiddler on the Roof.
Okay.
Wow.
That is a
What
random.
the fuck is going
random-
on?
That's a weird way to describe that movie.
It's oh my God! It's just the way the singing is. There's so many like moments where they just put power to their voice and it shocks you the fuck awake repeatedly. They decided to play that movie at like
It's a very,
midnight to 2 a.m.
very specific example.
What's
if you've
that
seen-
movie
if
that
you've seen the
sucks to
movie-
fall asleep to? Oh, Fiddler on the Roof.
God. Well, if
Oh,
you've
man.
seen it, you know what I'm talking about. How like it's all song,
Okay.
you know. So it's like think of it like a musical.
It is a
And-
musical, Dave.
And oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't remember most of it. I tried to ignore it.
Don't try to fall asleep to it though.
I'm not gonna.
No,
Yeah.
But
because a lot of the singing, they put a lot of power into their voice, so it gets real loud and bang. It was rough.
all right.
Great.
I was so tired.
now
We're
know-
not on a bus. That's why.
I now know to never watch Fiddler on the Roof while trying to sleep.
And it was a bunch of girls that chose that one, that were sitting up in the front giggling, and
They're
they thought it
probably-
was great. They wanted to watch that movie.
All right.
Terrible.
Ray Fiennes has one of my favorite movie quotes of all time. From the movie In Bruges.
What
Never
the fuck
seen
is that? Never seen it. Never heard of it.
In Bruges is a pretty random ass movie. It's got Colin Farrell in it.
Okay.
And Colin Farrell is sent to Bruges because he's some kind of
What the fuck is Bruges?
it's
Yeah.
a city in like I don't know, France.
Not
maybe?
here.
Yeah, not here.
I think it's in like France. And so the mobs, we'll call them mobsters that he works for, send him to Bruges. And then there's another guy who's sent there to kill him. And Colin Farrell knows that he's going to get killed. And so the hitman that was sent to kill him calls Ray Fiennes, who's the big boss man, to to let him know an update on what's going on. And Ray Fiennes doesn't get the news that he wants to hear. And that's that Colin Farrell's still alive right now. And so he has this reaction where he's, on the phone, he gets the bad news, and he just starts smashing the shit out of the phone. And his wife comes up to him and says this.
Harry. Harry,
What?
it's an inanimate fucking object.
You're an inanimate fucking object!
Nice.
That I don't
He's
know
been
why.
dying to press that button for the past half hour.
I don't know why that always cracks me up. You're an inanimate fucking object.
It's not nice to say.
It just reminds me of like those jokes where like it was one of my favorite jokes, and I know it's stupid. Opie, you're gonna be like, that's fucking dumb.
It is dumb.
But
'Cause you're
it's
dumb.
when like somebody's like, oh, that's a stupid fork, and you're like, you're a stupid fork. Anything that is you are blank cracks me up. That's stupid, Al.
It is stupid, Al.
Yeah, I know.
I'm with it.
This movie was directed by a guy named Mark Malad. Have you ever heard of him?
Yeah, I saw it
Nope.
like 20 minutes ago on the credits.
Yeah, I've never heard of this.
What
fucking
else has
guy.
he done? Has he done anything cool?
He produced, or he's directed some Game of Thrones, and he's a producer. A lot of producing, pretty much. That's all.
Produces.
All
What does
right.
he do? Directed previous. Oh, he directed a lot of shit, I guess. Shameless, Game of Thrones, Majority Report.
This does have a
Entourage.
shameless feel to it.
It's more Shameless.
What the hell is Majority Report?
Is that a real thing, or did you mean to say Minority Report?
Minority Report.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, is that anything
Okay.
like Minority Report?
That was my dyslexia coming out.
Oh, no, I wasn't actually meaning to make fun of anything. I thought it was an actual movie for a minute. I'm like, I haven't heard
Maybe
of
it
that
was.
one.
Yeah, maybe it was like a
You never know. There's some
Spoof.
Like a
very
parody.
good movies.
Here's a
Yeah.
fun one that he directed. Ali G in the House.
All right, I'm down with
In the
that.
House is one word.
I haven't seen
You know who Ali G is, right?
Comedian. That's all
Yeah,
I know.
What
Yeah,
the hell is
it's-
his name?
it's Borat, that guy,
That's it. Yeah,
Sacha Baron Cohen.
that's
Oh,
it.
You don't like him? I thought you loved him.
no, some of the shit he does is funny.
Ali G is his white gangster character, like that.
Oh, really?
That like
I don't know,
Malibu's
I
Most
think I
Wanted
just, like,
style.
after watching like Borat, that was funny, and then whatever the next one was, I can't remember. With the baby,
Oh God, I don't remember. Yeah,
he trades like a cell phone for a baby or something.
yeah.
I
How
mean,
many of you
that one
think
is funny.
that you would have gotten away when you got that free run?
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm like, realistically, I probably couldn't, but I was sitting there the whole time going like, yeah, I would make it. I would
I wouldn't-
smoke them.
I
I
wouldn't
think
have
I
ran.
would do better than most of them.
I wouldn't have
Probably.
ran.
Yeah, I thought.
It's a 12-acre island in the middle of like the fucking ocean. You're not getting anywhere.
By the
Yeah.
way, that makes more sense why the guy didn't run. And then he was like, "You too," and he's like, "Okay."
I wouldn't. I'd just be like,
Because-
I'm sorry, I'm not playing that. I don't want to run.
Well, at that
I'm not
point-
getting away. You guys know this island. It's only 12 acres. That ain't a whole lot of land.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they were
There's no
saying
point.
12
What the
acres, I
fuck
was
would
like,
they do if you just stood there? They'd walk up to you and be like,
"Gotcha."
you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd
'cause
just be
they
like,
didn't
yeah,
kill
you
him.
got me.
Yeah, you got me. Guys.
Yeah, they didn't kill him for that.
No, and
Which-
that shocked me. That was like a twist. I thought they were all gonna die right there.
The whole point was the folly of man.
Yeah. Oh,
That was the whole
that's
point
when,
of that whole thing.
and that's when the chef gets his dick stabbed.
Yeah, he got pee-pee scissored.
Yeah, which was kind of a weird twist.
Although when he pulled it out, it looked like it was more towards his leg.
I thought it was his leg.
It looked like she stabbed him in the dick at first, but then when I looked where he pulled it out, it was
I didn't really-
high thigh.
I didn't really look that deep into it. I was
Just
like,
when he was pulling it out, and I seen like where he pulled it from. It was high.
yeah, I'm
thigh.
sure that they didn't want Ray Fiennes to get his actual dick stabbed on accident.
They're like, this
Well,
is
that-
wonderful theater. This
Yeah,
is dinner and a show.
that's one of his Horcruxes.
Yeah, somebody blows his brains out, and shit flies. Oh, it was a squib. Um,
Squid.
and anybody that knows anything about firearms, even a blank,
Yeah, you don't
has
put
a
it.
lot of fucking
Yeah,
pressure behind it.
you
You
don't-
do not. You can get hurt by a blank.
Yeah, there's
You don't
still
put it in your mouth.
gunpowder in there.
Yeah.
There's just no projectile.
Yep. But you can still hurt people.
Major powder burns.
So what'd you think of old Anya Taylor-Joy?
Anya Taylor-Joy, absolutely gorgeous.
Oh,
I'm a big fan of her.
Yeah. What is she in?
She's in a lot of different
Queen's
things, but I don't know if I've seen that much
Queen's
of her.
Gambit.
Oh, she
She's
was
in
in The
that.
Witch.
Yep, she's in The Witch.
She's the girl
Oh yeah,
from The
that's
Witch.
right.
Am I the only one who's never seen The Witch?
I haven't seen it either. I just know she was in it because I was
Oh, it's so good.
when I was
Yeah.
putting together the research packet stuff for Opie.
Oh,
I don't know. I
Fucking
find her
bro.
hot. I really think she's gorgeous.
Yeah, dude.
I
She
think
was in
that-
The Northman too.
Not quite Al's cup of tea.
So she
She
runs.
She needs a
around
lot
with
more
that guy,
tattoos and
but,
daddy issues.
yeah.
Who has daddy issues?
No, that's
What?
a good-looking girl has to have tons of tattoos, piercings, and daddy issues, and then Al's into it.
Oh,
That's what he's labeling as
That's
my
one
type.
of those running jokes we always tease Al, that she has to have daddy issues.
that's sick, Al. That's very sick.
That's not a thing that I came up with. That's the thing that Dave came up with.
Well, it's only because of partial track records.
All right, fair enough.
That's fair.
So,
Who
Yeah,
else
she's-
is really cool in here. I like this Janet McTeer.
who's that?
She looks familiar. I'm gonna see if I've seen her.
Yeah, but who was her
Wait,
in the movie?
Was she the big reviewer or whatever?
I think so. She was the one that was. I think she was the one that was going. Oh, this is wonderful theater.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember.
She was
which
the one
ones.
who was in Deep Denial.
Well, she's the one that the reason why she was brought in is because that she destroyed restaurants
Yeah.
Yeah.
because everybody, takes her word for it. Oh, this trash, and then
Oh, yeah, and he showed it on the tortillas.
the
Yeah,
tortillas.
that was kind of a weird thing.
What the fuck is this? They are tortillas. No, like, what is this? They are tortillas.
I love that.
Yeah, this movie was pretty funny too.
It had
Gosh,
good humor. It was produced by Will Ferrell was a producer on it.
do you ever look at somebody and you're like, man, that person looks familiar, and then you look in their history and you can't find a single thing that you.
Oh yeah, all the time.
That's so weird. That's like that lady. She looks so familiar, but I
Hey,
don't
can
know.
you look? I think Anya Taylor-Joy is in the new Mad Max also.
Oh, that's right.
Is she?
I think so.
Can I say something that I probably shouldn't say because it's mean?
Yes, Furiosa.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, just last year.
Uh-oh.
I
What?
think your eyes are too far apart.
Who?
Anna Taylor-Joy.
I knew that was
Fuck
coming, but
off.
I was expecting a fish comment.
Your fucking eyes are too
I
far
don't know.
apart.
That don't bother me. I like big eyes, though.
Al would, yeah, she'd come over and woo Al, and he'd be like, "Your fucking eyes are too far apart.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
Can't do it."
You got
Okay.
daddy issues?
Oh.
How's your relationship with your father?
Can you imagine
That's the
asking
first-
someone that?
Al, the next time you have a first date, that's the first question you have to ask that. How's
Before
your
I slip
relationship
this
with your
condom
father?
on,
Oh
I need
my
you to fill out this
gosh.
questionnaire.
Oh my!
You guys have daddy issues.
This is
I did when I was younger.
all right. So this had a $35,000 budget. Is that what that 35 million? Is that what that's?
Did it misprint? It might have.
I don't know. Is that? Am I reading it? 35
I don't know.
mil, and it made about 80 mil. So it did pretty good. It doubled its.
Yeah.
It doubled its budget. Plus.
Let's call it mil. Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
30 mil. Budget of 30 mil and gross 79 mil worldwide.
Okay. Good.
Is that not showing that on
No, it does. I don't know. I couldn't read that as millions.
Is it just a lot
I'm
of
having a hard
zeros? Too
time.
many zeros?
No, it just
Yeah.
says money sign 30 space million.
Oh, okay.
30 mil, yeah. What else? Did you guys, what's that?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, did anybody have like a favorite character?
Ooh.
You know.
Well, John Leguizamo was until he was like a nothing character.
He is
The movie
often like one of my
star.
favorites, just regardless.
past his
I don't know.
prime.
I think.
I mean, I don't blame him.
I'm going with
for
the
it.
chef.
Okay. Yeah, I like the chef. I really liked that it was like a military, like every time he would say some shit, they'd be,
I
"Yes,
feel
chef."
like you haven't watched enough like cooking shows, like
Yeah, that's.
cooking reality shows.
I mean, it may not quite be that ridiculous, but that is how they do that.
Yeah.
I think it's how it's often displayed in like
yeah,
fictional TV as opposed to reality TV.
well, that's what I was saying. Like
Yeah,
reality shows like that, because those are all scripted. But it's still like I wasn't surprised by that, but I didn't like the chef at all.
Really?
I thought that his whole plan made zero fucking sense.
Hey, you. Hey.
I think they kind of allude to it like through the film. Is they're just kind of like with all those super elite just wanting more and more and more from that craft, like something that used to bring joy is just kind of like they're dead inside. They're dead. They're pissed off. They allude to just having no life outside of working in that kitchen.
Yeah.
So I think like the whole plan is like his kind of stick it to them. They're just, he sees them as responsible for destroying something he loved, which I want to talk about with the cheeseburger scene.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because you see him enjoy that.
yeah. Like it used to bring him joy, and he's really good and used to love it. But over time, like these are the people that just destroyed it into nothingness and made his life just devoid of emotion.
Now, there's something that I have to actually say. I don't 100% agree with that. Here's why.
I'm with Dave
Be-
on this one.
be-
He didn't even
Because-
say anything yet.
I
here's
already
why.
know. Yeah.
Because the chef actually even acknowledges that he kept setting his price points higher and higher and higher to only allow people like that in. He did it to himself.
Correct. And he can change his own attitude at any point.
Yeah.
Think about old Bob's Burgers.
But-
He wants to just run his little, and that's what he wants to do. And he's smart. He's happy.
Yeah, but he brings up the whole thing about the pursuit of being the best, like the best in his craft, is the demands just increase. Like he's not.
Yes.
It's sure you have the choice to like lower those prices and stick to liking it, but your chances of being like the best are down. So it's like the whole point
Yes.
is he's the top of the, that list, and it just becomes more exclusive and more and I think he says it at some point that like there is no pleasing. Like it's just endless. And when after all that like time spent and honing that craft, it's just all the elites that he just can't please as someone that's supposed to be bringing service. So I think I get it in like the fact that he got trapped into that.
Okay.
So I missed it where, like, how did that other dickhead take the joy out of cooking for him? The one who hung himself?
Because I'm trying to remember what the fuck he was saying, because he kind of explains a lot of this shit as you go in different ways. And I think around there is when he was specifically saying that they destroyed his craft because they took, that's what it was. He took he says he took the, like, essentially the magic out of it, like
How?
dissecting how
Yeah.
everything's made and how exactly everything
He was supposed to shut
like
his mouth.
it takes away the magic
Yeah, because when you know,
service.
yeah, when you know something, you know how it's made, and it takes the mystery away.
I don't think that that's a bad
Yeah.
thing, though. I think that that can add to the appreciation of it, which is what he was, because he was all about it. He fucking loved it.
Yeah, but
And
a
he was
lot
just-
of it was the phone.
it
the
can,
pictures,
but-
That's fine. The
Yeah.
phone thing, I get that,
Yeah.
right? Like they specifically said, don't take any fucking pictures, and he
hmm
did right
Yeah,
away.
and he took.
Which
yeah.
also, by the way, why the fuck did he do that if he knew he was gonna die?
I don't know.
Because he was psycho.
Like, why did he?
Yeah.
What was he gonna do with the pictures if he's dead?
He was probably posting them as he went, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh no, because they said they didn't have any cell service. That's
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that he. My guess is that he was so obsessed with all of this shit and being part of the menu that he didn't really think about
didn't
the fact that
contemplate
he
it.
was going to die. He was probably just like, "Oh, I don't care. I just want to be part of the menu. I want to be a part of this life, this elite shit."
Yeah. He was
Dumb.
just- yeah.
Did you say dumb?
Yeah, he's dumb.
I mean, it is
He's
a yeah,
dumb.
it's a
Not
dumb,
you for
dumb
explaining
fucking
it.
decision.
Yes, he was very dumb.
If I was like, hey, can I bring a date to your restaurant? And they were like, well, you can, but you're gonna die. I'd be like, oh, well,
Okay. Oh, I lost my date. Well, let me get another one.
yeah, right. I have to go.
I can't go by myself.
I have this yearning to just be a s'more.
So, do you guys have any favorite moment? Because I've got mine.
Oh yeah, it's that cheese. The whole
Yeah.
cheeseburger sequence is fucking cinema to me.
Yes, absolutely.
I like that, but I got the biggest kick out of the Coast Guard.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
When he's
By the
pointing
way-
the gun around and then all of a sudden he uses it to light the candle.
I 100% saw that coming.
Did you?
Yeah,
The
I was
first
like,
time I watched it, I didn't quite see when he pulled the gun and he was telling everybody to get down and
the way
it's-
that he was looking around, and then when he was like waving it around, I'm like, this is a setup. This is 100% a setup.
Because he was pointing the gun at everybody in the fucking restaurant like a moron.
Yeah. I was like, this guy is paid off or whatever, or not even Coast Guard, you know, like.
Yeah, and the way he was just kind of like, oh, are you from Dr. Sunshine? Like he just goes right into it. Like,
me and my wife love that movie.
Yeah.
yeah. It took me a while to catch on, but
Which was also a funny, knowing that it was a setup. It's funny that Ray Fiennes set that up for him to feel like a fuck you moment against the chef.
yeah,
But really, it was a double fuck you.
that's right after he tells them think about how none of you made any more effort to escape, and then he just tricks them with that shit.
Yeah.
So that probably broke him down into just there's no escape.
At some point, would you freak out and be like, I'm gonna just fight you. I'm gonna make my way to the exit, and if somebody wants to stop me,
If I'm dying anyway.
Yeah, they have weapons with them.
Yeah.
And you're like, what weapons do they have? Forks
Knives.
and knives. Yeah.
absolutely.
Fuck with me, Ray.
Forks and
Fuck with
knives.
me.
Yeah.
Really curved spoons.
Hard curved.
And that
spoons.
was actually brought up to
Was it?
John Leguizamo slid up to those three rich, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, but those guys are bitches.
Oh yeah, but he actually specifically said, "Hey, in this movie, when they bring out the silverware, we all grab the knives and rush them."
Yeah.
They're like, "Well, do you really think that our knife skills are going to match theirs?" Because chefs,
Oh yeah.
Might as well
I
fucking
thought
try.
that was kind of funny.
Yeah, they
too.
can do this really well, the little choppy chop, but I don't know if they can do the stabby stab.
Maybe. I don't know. There is a
know.
bunch of them. It had the whole vibe of being almost a fortress island that you're on.
Yeah.
Because the one guy
Yeah.
threw a chair at the window.
Yeah,
and
but
that was his attempt,
there's a door to go to. There's one guy standing in front of it.
right?
Well, there was three for a while.
Still.
Either way, man, I would have
Even if you get out of there, where the
Done
hell are you going to
more.
go?
to
Fucking
the
swim.
fuck. I'd find a boat.
Make a boat.
There wasn't a boat at first.
No, not until the fake Coast Guard showed up.
Yeah.
Well,
That's where she got away on that boat.
I would have
But
just.
there
sort
was
of.
no boat.
Sort
There
of
was
got
nothing.
away.
Huh?
Sort of got away.
How do you mean?
But she still
They
got away.
at least it looked to me. I could be wrong because I wasn't like paying that close attention, but like it looked to me like it ran out of gas like barely off the shore. And then she
No.
went to the front of the boat and then ate her burger while the whole place.
She shut it off.
I didn't see her shut it off. They made her look like when I saw it, it looked like she was like surprised, like, oh shit. Well, what am I gonna do? Might as well have my fucking burger.
It was beautiful. That's what I would have done. I've been like, ooh, I'm going to enjoy this burger
Which
now.
we should get back into that because that was a great scene. The whole thing leading up to it, she's pissed. She's like, "Fuck you! You're just a little bitch boy burger maker." And he's like, "Yes, mommy." And then fucking made her a burger. And then
That
she's
is
like,
exactly how.
That's word
Yep,
for
that's
word.
how it went down.
That's what that is. Yep.
And then she's like, "Give me a doggy bag, bitch." And he was like, "Here you go." And she's like, "I'm gonna leave." And he's like,
Here's a gift basket.
And then she left, and I think we were all like, "All right, cool." I did like how she turned around, and that old lady was like, "Yeah, go, get the fuck out of here."
I fucking hate that you're taking such a good scene and putting it to that so much.
Mommy.
It is good.
It's still a good scene, but that was the vibe
Like
of
I'm
it.
sitting here like this is cinema, and I was just like, yeah, they fucking did this, and they left the door. That's it.
And then he was like, "Mommy," and then they left.
Well, no, like you could see it in his face that he was reverted back to like a childish temperament when she was like screaming at him and being like, "I want a fucking burger."
Whatever.
And he went when he heard the
was
word
just
burger.
listening
Hang on,
to her, giving it the time,
hang on. When
and
he
she made a good point.
when
And
he
was
w-
like, "Okay."
no,
And then when he got back there and he started making the burgers, he was like, "Wow, let's shoot this scene really good and cinematic and
no, hang on.
beautiful." And then he realized, hey, I actually liked it. She just did me a favor. I liked
You say,
that. That was
shoot
fun.
this scene
Yeah.
cinematic.
Yeah,
He wasn't thinking that,
I
'cause he
know.
wasn't-
But
Like it was a huge
that's-
fourth wall break when he
Yeah.
was making that burger.
He, was
he
like,
looked
"Hey,
directly into the camera.
Camera B, catch this fucking footage.
Yep.
Flip. Watch the onions caramelize as I flip it over, and I'm like, I was like, "Don't put the fucking onions on the bottom of the burger, you idiot."
That's when he was screaming. That's why Jeremy made the mess, because he was just like, "You fucking donut."
You fucking donut. Make a fucking idiot sandwich.
Yeah. So
Oh my god, if they had
That's
fucking
what's
a cameo of Gordon Ramsay, that would have been. This would have been a 10.
You know who they should have had a cameo of is Kel from Good Burger.
Yeah, yeah.
Him peek her on the back and just be like, "That's a good burger."
That's a good burger.
Hands out an orange soda.
And she took like one bite and was like,
Well, yeah.
"This is good, but I can't finish it."
My eyes are bigger than my stomach.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
5 minutes later, she
Give me a dog, you big bitch.
Oh, the acting though, the acting is so fucking
No,
good.
it was really good. I'm not trying to downplay it.
I know. I'm just really excited about it.
So
But
you
yes,
just have a whole different.
on the aspect of the acting is like why I was just making like refer to him as a child.
Oh, I know you were.
Back to the day, you could see it in his face. That's part of the acting where he went back in his mind
to his
to
mom.
his burger joint that he had, right?
That's
and
right.
how much joy that he had doing that. And so that's when he shut down the facade of being an angry fucker. And then it was like, I really, really fucking want to make a burger.
Oh,
right
you
now.
you see just the ever so slight like raise in his lip when he's about to smile. He's like, we can do a burger, and it's just the most like in all the chaos. It's just the most like calming scene, and it's so like soft spoken, and that with the entire time he's like reverted back. Oh, I love it.
And I love the part when like she's like, and I'll get a doggy bag or whatever. And you can see the hope in her eyes when he's like, we can do that. And she's
Can
like,
I take
is
this to go?
is this fucking
Can I
really
get a
happening?
doggy bag?
Is this really
And he's
fucking
just-
happening?
He's just like, I understand. Like, oh man, I love it.
And
She
I love
was like
that.
a regular customer.
Yeah, and I love that
Yeah.
she got to go.
Yep.
And she even paid.
Yeah, yeah.
Did she?
Because he said
Yeah,
the
she
price
left
was
the
like-
tip.
Oh,
He said it was like
$9.95.
$9.95 or whatever, and
Yep.
she fucking threw a thing on there, and the gratuities included. So
that's really good.
She dropped a 10.
The rest of them were all douchebags that would have like reviewed the burger and fucked it up, you know?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And they would have been like, well, the Bergamot is a little too rich on my palate.
I can honestly say that I think my point of view would be just like Margot's. It's not my thing.
Right?
I did it one time on the cruise just to experience it, and it was
I don't think you had a choice.
no. I
'Cause you
did
were
it
on
was
a
actually
boat.
no. It was no. You were. It was very. You had to dress very specific, and we picked up a suit before we went because my parents had gone before on like the Royal Caribbean one, and they went to the captain's dinner, and my mom likes that.
Yeah.
My dad, no. He'd rather go get like filet mignon from a grill or something, you know. I mean, that's his style. That's what he likes.
Yeah.
And it was my idea actually to try it because I've never been to something
I would.
fancy, you know.
I'd be with you on that.
It's something that I wouldn't care. I mean, if somebody else was going, I'd go with you. But I wouldn't choose to go myself again.
Yeah.
I experienced it. It was just too much for me. I mean, they give you too many forks for one, and you got to know what every fork is.
That's so
But we were
dumb.
sitting with an older couple that goes to that kind of stuff a lot, and I looked down. I'm just like, that's a lot of forks. And the wife of the guy actually, she laughed and she broke it down what every single fork and what order and what they were for, and it was too much for me to remember.
You know the ones with like 3 tines?
Yeah, there was
Fuck, I was gonna say that.
there was more than just ones with 3. There were different shapes. It was crazy. It was a lot.
All right.
It was too much to
The-
remember.
The contrast between knowing like I've seen Dave look at so many complicated schematics and
That's
wirings
true.
and like do amazing shit with it and read it like it's fucking
But if you put 2
casual.
forks in front of them,
you put a couple forks in front of him.
It was like 5 forks, man, and they were all
It's a lot of
different
forks. I
shapes.
agree with it. It's a
And
lot
so,
of
like,
forks.
When you look at it, you're like, well, I would have used any of the forks to eat, and it wouldn't have mattered to me. But
from what I
it was pretty
understood-
specific of what each one, you know, like they were in order, I guess, to what plates and stuff were coming out. So it wasn't that complicated. It
I
just-
remember,
Yeah.
hearing that like you're supposed to use the utensils from the outside in as each
Yes.
thing comes
Yep.
in. So you just
Wasn't
work
there
around.
like different ways to put your fork on your plate depending on like whether you're finished or
Yeah, like if
expect
you have to
you're
go to
like
the bathroom,
not
you're
done?
supposed to put an X on the plate or something? I don't know.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
some weird shit.
I actually don't know. I don't know anything about that.
God damn. That's fancy food shit. Shut the fuck up. That's
Sorry.
2 podcasts. You little turd.
I don't think they can hear him in the podcast, so all they hear is you just randomly yelling, "Shut the fuck
No,
up!"
you could hear it. I could hear it.
Yeah, we can hear it.
No, I listen to the podcasts and you can hear the fucking dog.
Will you tell me? You pointed
better
out. You listen to the
smart off to me
podcast.
again, or I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna fucking
Do it.
yeah.
Do it.
You're on thin ice.
Do it.
Come on.
He's
Anyway.
gonna give you a scissor dick.
Go on.
Yeah, careful, man.
Where he stabs him in the dick with scissors.
I got it.
Grabs his
after
dick
I
and
said
twists it.
what?
That'll be your folly.
Part of that
Give
was
me
the
a
shock
snip.
of, you know,
We should have
Scissor
a
dick.
couple pictures, visuals of this. Opie's Folly.
Opie's falling. It'd be Al with the scissor dick.
No, you'd get the scissor dick.
No.
Question unrelated to the movie itself. What is the most like? I mean, my brain always floats towards cartoon, but I guess any movie. What is the most like appetizing thing that you've seen in any like movie?
we talking food
Movie or show?
wise?
Yeah, food wise. What's like the most appetizing thing where you, cartoon or not, if you looked at it, you're just like, I want that shit.
I'm not gonna lie, that burger in this movie looked really goddamn good.
It's a really good one.
Yeah.
I love burgers. So
Hardee's commercial with what was it? Paris Hilton who did that?
I have no
Ugh.
idea what the fuck you're talking about.
I haven't had normal TV.
It's
Many
not
years.
new, Dave. It's not new. It was like 2002 or some shit.
Do you remember the movie Hook?
It was just a hot chick on a car eating a burger.
Yeah.
You remember that
Oh.
multicolored slime that
When
they
they're
were
like,
eating?
"You're doing it, Peter.
Yeah.
You're doing it. You're
That stuff.
pretending."
Yum.
Goofy,
I kept saying cartoon because my go-to is the pizza from a Goofy movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Or like
no,
Ninja
no.
Turtles.
It looks
when they,
so
like, stretch
delicious.
that
Don't
Doesn't
say it
look
doesn't, Al.
cooked.
Yeah, I know. What you're
It
talking
looks
about.
raw.
I watched like so that's a cheese pull, right? And that's like apparently really
Yeah.
fucking popular now. And so I watched this video where this girl was like, "I'm gonna do a cheese pull on this grilled cheese that I just made," and she like takes the sandwich in her hand and she bites into it very carefully but intentionally, and she goes to pull back and like she's expecting the cheese to pull apart, but what happens was she gets a bite of just bread and all the cheese just plops on the floor.
Oh wow. That doesn't sound like a well-made grilled cheese.
Oh no, she fucked that up.
Oh geez, it's not hard, you know.
But it's
two
fun because
pieces
you
of
just
bread
hear
and
that
some cheese.
plop and then you see the look of disappointment on her face. It's tragic.
That's sad. That's sad for that person. Where's the fanciest place you've ever eaten? Anybody?
Mm.
I already said mine.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
was
the
at a
fanciest
cruise
place out of
once.
all of us, I think.
I don't think that I have anything close to that. I thought for the life of me, for the majority of my life, that Red Lobster was top tier.
I always thought,
No, I'm with you on that.
In this area, it probably is.
I always thought
Red Lobster.
Blackwoods was like top tier.
I thought there it's a good restaurant.
Yeah.
Which one?
Blackwoods.
I don't think I've
It's there in
actually been to
Duluth. It's
Blackwoods.
kind of a fancy. I
haven't
think they
been
have
there.
a train that goes.
I know they have like a
Don't they?
great view of the lake.
Yeah. They're like a fancy kind of restaurant, but they're not like, you know,
Oh yeah.
you order good food. I get burgers there. They have burgers and stuff.
One of the biggest things, like I said, there was no ordering. You got what the chef made. That's how
Yeah.
that worked.
You
Like
eat,
I said, so it wasn't really like a restaurant.
you
It
eat
was
what's
just-
on the menu.
Yep, it was the captain's dinner, and
Thank you for
that's-
laughing.
And there is no substitutions.
They tell you what's coming. You get like a breakdown, you know, so you have an idea. But
Kind of
yeah.
like the text on the. Was it kind of like that where they?
Well, that was actually on a physical menu that was in the what the fuck was that bag called at the end?
The gift
Gift bag. She pulled it out and used it as a napkin and crumpled it up.
That's cool.
Which I thought Donnie would be like, yeah, fuck yeah, that was cinematic genius.
I mean, it was following the cinematic genius. I like the fact that like that's supposed to be complimentary with when she was like they're here to serve us. Like we're here to pay them to make us food. Like she didn't give a fuck about all the pageantry.
Yeah,
So she's just like, fuck the menu.
yeah. I
Yeah,
love
dude.
this. She's like, and I'm starving.
And she'd be like everybody. She was like all the rest of us. Like
I think that I love the fact that like when she did her outburst, he was like, fucking finally.
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody's fucking saying some shit.
that's fair.
Because I feel like he felt like he could fucking slap his cock on a burger and then like in front of all the customers and then be like, here you go, eat it. And they'll be like, it's so
Yum!
fancy.
This is such good
Yeah.
theater.
So
Dinner
finally
and
somebody
show.
stood up to him.
And she had like legit gripes. She's
Yeah.
like, I don't like your food.
You know what I want? Fucking burger. And
Yeah,
he's
I
like,
want a
"Oh,
burger.
Yeah.
He was not like that. He was like, oh,
None of that Avant
mommy.
bullshit.
He was like, yes, mommy.
Yep.
oh yeah, and he made her fries and everything.
Yep, crinkle cut or
Julian.
Julian.
What is Julian? What the
Niels
hell
is the fryer running.
What's Julian? What's
I think they're
Julian
just
fries?
straight.
Just regular looking fries.
yeah,
Yeah.
I actually had the
so.
same question when I was watching and I was like, what is julienne fries?
I think we all did that.
And then I did not even look into it. I was just like, yeah, that's the
I
thing.
don't quote me on that. I mean, somebody can Google that, but I think that's probably what it is.
Well, let's find out. Are you looking it up right now? Opie?
Julia Fry.
Not Julia.
Julia Fry.
Close enough.
She was born in the 1990s. How do we spell this? I don't fucking know how to spell Julian Fries. There we go. Yeah, up. No, they look real skinny.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah.
the
Like
regular
horseshoe,
straight ones.
like string shoe, whatever the fuck that's called.
Yeah.
They are straight, yes, but they're like really thin.
Yeah.
Like McDonald's fries.
Yeah.
Probably
McDonald's
thinner.
fries.
Probably thinner.
No. Well, it kind of looks like McDonald's fries. So McDonald's, you get the Julian fries.
Yuck.
I feel like in that moment, like if he's like a crinkle cut or julienne, Al would just be like, waffle cut, bitch.
Yeah, waffle cut.
I did for a long time. That was
Waffle
my
cut,
favorite.
sweet potatoes.
I love sweet potato.
Yep.
Oh, sweet potato fries are so good.
Oh man, I don't like that shit.
What is wrong with you?
Maddie likes that.
I
stuff,
thought
too.
you liked
Crazy.
things that
I'm not.
tasted good.
I'm not a big fan of like the fries. I don't like when they're like. I mean, if you're cooking them on like oven done, they're fine. I just don't like them when they're actually deep fried. I don't like the taste of the,
That's
the
fair.
grease with them. But I love sweet potatoes, so I love the taste of them. I'm with you on that.
Good. Because they're delicious.
Hell yeah.
So did you guys know that a bunch of stuff was improvised?
Like what?
A lot of the lines, a lot of the bullshitty, like when they were like reviewing the food and stuff,
Okay.
that banter,
Yeah.
as well as the clap.
The
That
clap
was also improvised.
They really emphasized it though.
Oh, it was a really good improvisation.
Yeah.
So they went with it.
I
thought
did
it was
not know
really
that.
good.
That's pretty cool.
It was like a fucking, what do you call that? A jump scare every once in a while.
Yeah, but then she got used to it.
And then she used.
And I don't know if you noticed that, like, as she got used to it, it got quieter every time.
Really? I guess I didn't notice that.
Huh.
So you think this was like a real subtexty type movie? With all the,
I don't know.
rich people v poor people stuff.
Hey, to some extent, yeah.
Maybe
I
a
think
little
it's
bit.
just saying that us normal folk are cool.
Yeah. It's like, fuck all these rich bitches who have their fucking hoity-toity attitudes towards food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they say that right off the bat with that first fucking course with the melon baller shit.
Yeah.
Or I guess that was like the second course.
Taco Jet.
I
The
would
Paco
And-
Jet.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh my god, look at how cool this is," and she's like, "It looks dumb." She's like,
thought it looked cool.
she's like, "That's dumb."
I'd been like, look at the colors.
No, I'm not saying that like your opinion doesn't matter. I'm just saying that like in that scene, she
the
didn't
same
like
thing
it.
goes with when they were first getting on the boat. The oysters or whatever that was.
Yeah, I don't remember what they got.
That was the pond scummy thing.
Yeah.
It was like oysters. She's like, oh, so he's giving us pond scum. He's like, well, no,
And then
he's
when,
not.
they ate them, she's like, "It's good, but I could have done without the stuff on
You know
top."
what?
And he's like, "It has to have it on top."
That's another thing, I guess.
The
Like 'cause
mouth flavor or whatever.
the mouth feel
Mouthfeel. That's what it is.
Yeah.
is that he absolutely claimed to love everything instead of actually having an opinion.
Yeah. He was just a fanboy, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. Still hated him.
Do you think that was a part of why Chef wanted him dead? Is because he was just a little yes man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a bitch of a person.
He,
Fuck him.
He did a good job in that role, though. That actor.
Yeah.
it definitely affected my watching of Nosferatu, though, because like the entire time I'm like, this guy sucks. This guy's a little bitch.
That's fair.
Nice. Let's see. I don't know. Yeah, dude, I love that burger. I love the burger saving the day.
I was upset. Do you know what I didn't like about the burger? And this is just a me thing.
What?
I
Mhm.
didn't like that it was a double.
Why?
I think it was too much meat for the burger. Like if it was two burgers,
That's the
that'd be
best part of the burger.
Yeah, there's some burgers that
I
come
think that-
double.
Al wants more bun.
not that it's more bun. I think that there's a ratio that should happen. And I think that because he made those as thick patties. If they were thinner patties, a double's fine. But those were thick ass patties. So I think that it should have been a single or two singles. Right. But that's why I said this is probably just a me thing.
I guess. I don't know. I bet you would have loved that burger, though.
Because it made it way too thick to like actually like because you have to squish it and then it's fucking jizzing.
I'm not sure you're a man.
Oh.
Do you know what I noticed when she grabbed the burger, and this is what also made me think of it, is she grabs the burger and then she sets it down on the plate so that she can slide the bun down so she can actually grab the burger without the whole thing sliding out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's all right.
There was somebody that I was talking to that was eating a fucking burger, and they grab it on the sides and they go to take a bite and it shoots out the back. I'm like, you got to hold your burger like a fucking human.
Yeah, you gotta. If it's a good one,
God, I still can't get over that.
and you know it's a good burger because if you order a burger and they ask you how you want it, that's how you know it's going to be a good burger.
Oh yeah.
If
If
they
they-
make it correctly.
If they don't, you're
I don't
just
really
going to get
care.
a burger.
Cook the stupid thing.
Oh, fuck you.
I
No.
want a medium or rare.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I don't like.
And I always order rare because
Blood.
they'll always overcook it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I always go down a step because
Okay.
they're going to overcook it no matter what. And also just the time it takes to bring it, it's still kind of cooking a little bit. So
Now, if we're talking steak, that's different. But burger, I don't like the taste of like.
Ooh.
raw.
Well, that's you got to
Steak
get it
is-
just right because if you get a good rare burger, it won't taste raw. You won't get that raw.
I've had
there.
I've had them.
Yeah, I've had them too.
I've had
but-
them where they're pink, no blood, almost perfect, and I still don't. I just don't like
Oh,
that
really?
taste of the pink
Oh,
meat.
I'm medium rare all the way.
It's
Everything
just-
all the time.
Fuck
No, like
yeah.
a steak. As long as there's no like blood, I don't like that irony taste of that shit. I know. It's not actually blood. It's
I'm not, yeah,
whatever
we're
the
not
fuck
getting
you
into that.
call
I'm
it.
not arguing with you. I'm not going to even tell you that it's a poor choice to have your steak cooked well done.
No, it doesn't have to be well done.
I like how this episode is
There's
just
no
turned
blood.
into like food
We
experiences.
would all be fucking murdered right now by the chef. He's like, you guys are too picky.
Not me. I would have ordered that burger first thing out of the gate.
I
would
wouldn't
have
have
been
cared.
exactly like
Yeah.
her.
I don't care even if it's slightly overcooked. I don't care. It still tastes
those
good. I'll eat it.
those
It doesn't
tacos
bother
look
me.
good though.
The only time I
Yeah.
send something back was were you there when we went
I
out to
don't know.
eat at that place over there?
Your descriptions are terrible.
It used to be it's the Hog Wild. It used to be whatever.
I never ate at whatever it was before that.
I can't remember. If were you there,
um,
Donnie? When Nick literally, we were joking. I'm like, your steak's gonna eat the lettuce, because he ordered it.
Mm,
He ordered
I
a
would-
medium rare, and literally the guy must have just set it on the grill and flipped it.
was that Smithy's?
Yes.
Was that when those two other folks came up to visit? That was the
could have
last
been.
time. That was the only time I was there as Smithy's.
Yep, it could have been. But Nick was there, and he ordered like a New York strip, and it
Yeah, I
was
remember
so
that now,
raw
yeah.
in the center, like it was cold in the center, like there was no heat to it. Like it was. We kept joking. I'm like, that thing's gonna eat your lettuce, man. It's still alive.
I would have ate it.
Absolutely not.
I would have.
No
Absolutely.
I'm down for that.
raw meat.
I'm down for that, yeah.
Well, I'll go grab you a handful of hamburger in there, and you can go ahead and eat that.
Hamburger's different.
It's meat. It's from the same animal.
No, hamburger. Okay, so this isn't really the medium to be talking about food safety, but so ground beef is
Depends on
different
what
from
you're
a steak.
grinding
So
it
if you
from.
take a steak and you can have it rare for the simple fact that, like, if you cook the outside of it, that kills the bacteria. The inside should remain unaffected because that hasn't touched the oxygen of the air. Ground beef has all of it been exposed to the oxygen. So that's why you need to cook ground beef fully.
Yeah.
It's because all of it's been exposed to the
I
air
still-
in the process of grinding it up.
I still am not. I don't want to eat something raw. It was raw and like cold. It was bad. And Nick actually likes rare.
Yeah. So he didn't like it?
He couldn't eat it.
Yikes.
Take
But
the
you
steak.
also
Take the
said-
steak out of the fridge.
But you
Crank
also
the grill up to 500. Throw the steak on there, then flip it just so that it light barely colors one side and the other, and then throw it on
this
a plate.
was supposed to be a story of when you sent food back, not when Nick sent food back.
No. I said I don't send food back. I said unless it's in the case of what happened to Nick, I would have sent that back. I'd have been like, you need to actually cook this somewhat, because don't just take it on the refrigerator and throw it on a plate and say, here's your steak. That was embarrassingly bad.
Yeah.
I don't think
Well,
I've
that
ever
place isn't
sent
open
food back.
anymore, so.
I personally have never actually sent anything back. I'll just eat it. I mean, like I said, I've never gotten something rare to the point where I'm like, hey, can you cook this a little more?
If it's a high-end restaurant, I would send it back simply for the fact that, like, if there's a mistake, they should know about it so they can fix it. Because if they don't know that there's something wrong, then they're not going to change what they're doing.
And a lot
Good
of times,
point.
it might not even be the cook or the chef. It could be the wait staff grabbing the wrong plate.
Yeah, and
That's
so
happened before too. And I only know that because I actually used to be a short order cook.
as long as you handle it correctly and don't be a fucking dick about it,
Yes.
I don't see anything wrong with sending things back if you need to.
Sure, dude. Sure.
I've never done it, but I can see the benefit to it.
Did this remind you of that movie Waiting
I
at
was
all?
just going to say the only thing that makes me hesitate is waiting.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Don't be a dick about it.
Yeah, you don't need any Fermunda cheese.
No. Oh God. All right. Does anybody want to change their points, their review? I think I'm gonna stay at 8.5. This is just another really good, solid movie.
I'm going to go to 9.
Hell yeah.
You know what? I'll go to 9 too.
Hell
I
yeah.
don't really have anything to complain about. This it was totally a good story, and we didn't really even mention the chocolate hats with the.
We've mentioned it.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The whole s'mores ending thing made me laugh my ass off.
Yeah.
As they all just sat there like, and one of them even said, "Thank you."
You know, keep in mind that this is original. It seems, as far as I can tell, it's an original concept.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've
the
never
whole
seen
whole
anything
story
like
and all that.
Yeah, it's definitely a new one, and it was fun to talk about.
I almost dipped us into so many more food conversations, and I was like, well, this is a horror movie podcast, and we are getting way off topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's
Oh,
a
and by
solid
the way,
movie.
Opie, that
what?
guy that died with getting dunked in the water with the wings,
Yep.
that was the original like owner of the
Mhm.
island.
Okay, the investor guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
bought it and kept them open, but he kept wanting
Paid
to
the price.
substitute things and change the menu, and he didn't want to do that.
Yeah. Well, I'm paying for this. Well, fuck you.
I'm gonna go ahead and change my score from a 9.9 to a 10,
Nice.
Of course you will.
Hey, we got
because in my
no, he gave
humble yet undisputedly correct opinion, this movie's just perfect.
Is it though?
Hell yeah!
I went up to a 9 as well.
Wow, this one got good.
I really do
Good
like this movie.
scores.
I've seen it many times, and I just watched it
It's
again.
rewatchable.
Watched it again today, and finished it about half hour before you got here.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I
and
liked
I
it.
still enjoyed it.
I almost watched it twice, but I ended up just watching a lot of reviews about it and stuff. And people love this movie. Everybody kind of liked it.
I thought it was good.
A lot of people talked about how it was more thriller than horror, and it might not.
Yeah, that
really
doesn't
fit.
matter. It's still
Yeah.
close.
Yeah,
Horror adjacent.
I think it's.
It's still
thrillers.
any
You
time.
watched a dude blow his brains out.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, anytime you got a little bit of blood and guts or stuff like that, and murderous type stuff, that still
Yeah,
kind of
that's
falls
true.
under a horror category.
Yeah,
You're seeing dead bodies.
right. It's
There's a
kinda
lot of horror
tense,
movies that did way less.
A little scary. It makes me never want to go to a fucking fancy island and eat.
Right?
You know, I wouldn't do that now. I certainly wouldn't.
I'd have no
Certainly
want
wouldn't
to do
take
it, but-
pictures of my food.
Yeah, I'll never do that again.
I don't want to see my mistakes fucking lasered on a tortilla.
That was I thought that I was really hoping that they would have something different for him.
What do you mean? For
I
who?
do say I gotta agree with you on that one.
Because they're like they were showing everybody's fucking flaws or whatever on the tortillas,
Yeah.
and his was taking pictures of the food. I was like, come on, bring out something. I know it gives like that impression that they're fucking watching you right now,
Yeah.
which is fine. But I just wanted to know more of his backstory.
Yeah.
Where you got that from the tortillas with the other people.
Yeah. I could see that if he was like, I don't know. I get you. We didn't get a lot of their.
Yeah.
We just kind of got touched on each one of their little backstories. Kind
Yeah,
Almost like flaws.
but also like this could have been a TV show because you could dig deeper into all those stories.
That's
But-
true. This could be
You'd
like
have to
a
almost
song.
make
Like
it
a
a
mini-series.
limited series.
Yeah, like a little
Yeah.
mini series or something.
See, I'm not a big fan of like seasonal shit. I will watch some stuff, but I'm so tired of getting to like season 3 or 4 and like Netflix cancel gives it the axe. It's like, oh god, I actually enjoyed that. There's so many of those that happens to. It just gets irritating.
Well, that's because
Yeah, like
you,
there's one season
wait.
and that's it.
yep, or
you
2
wait-
or 3.
you wait
but
until
then
there's
third
3 seasons, and
you
then
puke it.
by the time you watch it, you're not contributing to the ratings.
Well, that's why most of the time I was watching it like that, but I just get invested in something and enjoy it, and then it's over. We don't want to do this no more. Oh, cool, awesome. Happens too often.
Yeah.
I get you.
Just make a movie
And-
out of it then instead. I like a conclusion, like the limited series where they have like say 5 episodes of something and it concludes.
That's why I'm a huge
I like
fan
that.
of like Mike Flanagan's horror shows on Netflix because they're all like one season and done. You wrap up the whole story and they're just fucking good.
Nice. I like Mike Flanagan. So what are we doing next? Are we still on bad movies?
Dave's got one for us.
I've got one ready to go for whenever you like after you because it's technically Opie's pick right now.
And I don't have anything picked out.
Well, we can do that one if you want to. That's up to you. I mean, unless you got something else you want to fire off.
I do not. So I would be down to do that. And then maybe by next week, I'll find something. I'll find some kind of weird, shitty movie.
Okay, yeah, you can
All right.
just swap for now.
Have you guys ever seen The Toxic Avenger?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Donnie loves it.
Okay.
It's been so long since I watched it, so maybe I'll see it in a different lens where
We
I'm like,
also-
yeah, this sucks, but
We also talked about it when we did the Poultrygeist.
That's true. That Butcher Baker nightmare, maybe.
What was that fucking one with the grease? The guy covered in grease?
Oh,
You're thinking of the Greasy Strangler.
Yeah, that one.
oh no.
I don't need to see that movie again.
would you guys ever be down to revisit Street Trash?
Yeah.
The
It
Flying
got,
Cock.
yeah. You remember that shit, yeah.
That actually wasn't a
Oh.
bad movie.
No, that's a good one.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Because let's see. We got a 7, a 5, and an 8. And I gave it a 5.
You gave it a 5. It was
Yeah.
your
You're giving
pick.
it a 5
I
and
know.
you're picking it again?
I know. I'm probably going to give it a better score. We'll do it. Should we do that one or your movie?
It's up to you.
You can do it in order, so you could do yours
Unless-
and then
Okay.
his.
We'll
I
do
was
street trash next then. Let me look to see how we can stream this. Because I don't know. I don't want to pick out movies that we have to like go out and buy.
Yeah, I'm not sure about Dave's movie either, what that's available on.
I already bought it.
Yeah, but like
But yeah,
for
I
other
don't know.
people.
I'm not sure.
1987.
It just looks so dumb.
It is 1987? I was going to fucking guess that.
It looks like it's on Philo and AMC Plus,
Oh, all subscription shit sounds like.
Amazon Prime, Premium subscription, Sling, YouTube.
Amazon Prime Premium? What is that?
I don't know. I don't fucking.
Maybe it's
Let's see. I can't get into it, but
I can't do. I forgot I redid my computer, so I don't have all my shortcuts on there.
yeah, I don't know. It's all on those platforms.
All right. We'll figure it out.
We'll find it.
I might even have a physical copy.
That's true. What about Donnie? Is he going to be able to watch it?
Donnie has his ways. Don't worry about Donnie.
Ooh, I got my ways.
You sure you'll be all right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And if not, Donnie can just shoot me a text and be like, yeah, I can't find it on any of my
Yeah.
special places.
It'll be like 5 minutes before recording, and here's will be like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "On my way home from work. Didn't watch the movie. Please set me up to pretend that I did."
Nice. Is this like the same places that I watch my football games every Sunday?
Probably.
Probably.
I mean, in a lot of instances, you can just Google like. If you know what you're looking for, you can find some pretty solid ones.
Okay.
Most of them are shit.
Yeah, I don't trust any of that stuff.
Okay. Well, street trash next week.
That's why I
then.
usually just buy it. Unless I can find one. The problem is, I hate commercials.
Yeah.
So if you can find it on something that's got commercials, because you literally get to watch 7 to 15 minutes of a movie, and then you've got 45 minutes of commercials, and then another 7 minutes of the movie, and at the moment when something's good's gonna happen, boom, yay,
Hey, Dave.
tampon commercial, condoms. Thank
What
you.
is your algorithm?
Oh, I hate fucking commercials.
Is this a thing that he's spoiled now?
Oh, yes.
Because
However, he's
20 years
forgetting-
ago when he was a kid, commercials were like
He's forgetting
just
that
part of the deal.
that if it wasn't for the commercials, he wouldn't have watched Nosferatu.
That's true.
That's different.
That's
That's not a
that was
commercial. That's
previews.
that's a preview leading up to the movie.
That's true. But still, I think
Yeah.
you're spoiled now, and you're forgetting your childhood, which was full of fucking commercials.
Oh no, I listen to podcasts, and I make sure that I have my phone in my pocket unless it's charging, because the minute anything comes up, because apparently even, though you're listening to it on like a premium account of any of these things, you got to have 25 minutes of fucking commercials throughout
Right.
the entire thing.
That's how they
so-
get paid.
Yeah, that's
No,
true.
no. It ain't like their normal commercials. It's weird ones that come through from Spotify.
Yeah, because they
That is weird.
Allow it. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it sucks. I hate it when it's going in the middle of the podcast. Fine at the beginning, fine at the end. I hate when shit interrupts.
I think it was Joe Rogan who started just doing like all the commercials at the beginning or at the end. I don't remember, but
I
like
don't remember. He'll read off a couple of his own once in a while through it.
Yeah.
But most of his, it's at the beginning, and I don't mind if it's like 5 minutes of commercials at the end. I don't care. I'll just tune it out and I'll just keep welding and doing what I'm doing. But I hate it when it's like you're in the middle of a conversation and all of a sudden it's like, takes you out of it, and you got to listen to some bullshit that they're trying to sell you.
So basically, you said you keep your phone in your pocket so you can skip.
Yes.
Okay, you didn't get to that part.
Yeah. Unless I'm crawling inside of something, then I just got to suffer with it because I don't want to get it crushed.
It's a good bathroom break time.
Oh, sure.
Commercials, that is.
Yeah. Sure.
Except the problem with the fucking Super Bowl is I wanted to watch the commercials almost as much as I wanted to watch the football game.
Did Kanye really make that weird commercial? Was that a real thing?
I didn't see all of them. What is this Kanye one?
There's this weird thing. I think it's supposed to be a Kanye ad, and he's like sitting back in a couch, and it's just him on his phone, and he's like, "Hey, it's me. I blew all the money for this commercial on these teeth." So, yeah, and then the commercial ends.
I didn't see that one.
I
so
don't know if it's
I don't
real
know.
or not.
I'm not sure. I can't
Seems
confirm
fake.
or deny that.
Okay. Well, he's a weird guy, so.
Well, it would have to technically be okay with him because they wouldn't be able to show a likeness on something like that.
Well, yeah, it would have to be him. But
No,
anyway,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, it could have been even like an AI thing, but as long as he signed off on it, that'd be the only way they could legally do that.
That's weird.
I'm. Did I ever tell you guys my favorite Super Bowl commercial of all time?
What?
It was because they usually sell them in like chunks of like 30 seconds or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they sold this one. This one was supposed to be a 10-second commercial or a 5-second commercial. But the actual commercial part of it was 0.5 seconds. And it was just some big black guy yelling, "High life!" And then that was it.
That's awesome.
What the hell?
It was High Life, and I'm like, I don't even fucking like High Life, but that's my favorite fucking commercial. And then the rest of it was just blank space because they had to run out the rest of that time. So they paid for the full 5 seconds, but they used 0.5 seconds of
See,
it.
that's clever though. That's good marketing there
Yeah,
because you remember it.
yeah.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I get a kick out of stuff like that. But I hate it when people try too hard.
Oh shit, guys! There's I'm gonna put this in Discord right now. They released a trailer for Skate to Hell.
I thought that was already a thing. Wasn't that already posted?
It's a thing. They just didn't have the trailer out there.
Oh,
That's movement in the right direction.
Yep.
Nice.
All right.
And now he has and now he has another Indiegogo for another project, Desert Fiends 2.
Focus on Skate to Hell, guy.
Yeah, we can't we can't shift from that yet.
No, we need
So-
to focus.
The one that you bought, you should get a digital copy as well, I believe.
I believe so.
and
I
you
don't
better
know what
share.
it's on, but that
Oh,
would be
I'm
one
gonna.
that we'll be able to do if we have access on some platform.
Sharing means caring, Donnie.
Because that one
I'm
will
gonna
actually-
share
that
it.
one's gonna be fun. I'm excited for that.
For that, whenever that does like release, I'm fully planning on just taking a couple days off to come up there.
That
Do
would be
it.
sweet.
Hell yeah.
Like it just has to happen.
It's a fucking holiday.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have the post office shut down. You know, shut down the whole postal service nationwide.
Oh.
Nationwide, shut down the postal service for Skate to Hell.
Why? It's National Skate to Hell Day. All the Christians are gonna be like, what?
What?
My brain just keeps inserting random guitar riffs when you're saying all that. So it's just,
I suppose we should sign off on this.
oh yeah,
Trash next week.
Street Trash. It's gonna be good because I've already seen it and I don't remember what I rated it, but it was probably better than a 5.
It was.
It's not bad.
So yeah, that's it.
All right, well let's see you next time and
All right.
thanks for listening and stuff.
Okay, Mom.
Doodles.
Bye bye.